The incident once again shows the fragile line between art and private life, where musical products can be easily interpreted in many different ways. Although the truth is still unclear, spreading unverified accusations not only affects the artist's image, but also easily draws the public into a spiral of baseless speculation. In the kaleidoscopic world of K-pop, where stardom shines brighter than city lights, and where every lyric, every glance, and every rumor becomes a story in itself, few artists embody the duality of admiration and scrutiny as much as Lisa of Blackpink. She is a global icon, a trailblazer of fashion and music, and a figure whose presence electrifies every stage she touches. Yet, beneath the shimmering surface of celebrity lies a narrative that has recently captivated the digital world. An anonymous accusation suggesting that Lisa has not always been the victim in her stories, but perhaps the architect of someone else's downfall. The storm began when Hollywood's notorious gossip site, Crazy Days and Nights, published an anonymous post claiming Lisa had lived a double life. The post alleged that she had once destroyed a former lover's life and then carefully repositioned herself in the spotlight as a victim. According to the article, her strategic move was to release music that preemptively painted her in the light of heartbreak before any negative whispers about her past could spread. It was, in essence, a narrative crafted to win sympathy, to evoke support, and to frame her as the wounded party in the fragile theater of love and fame. The article didn't stop at vague accusations. It suggested that this former partner, left in the shadows of a broken relationship, garnered sympathy from insiders who quietly believed he had simply loved the wrong person. Within hours of its publication, the post ignited a firestorm across social media platforms, sparking debates that blurred the line between truth, speculation, and the relentless hunger for scandal. At the heart of the controversy was Dream, Lisa's 2019 release, a haunting, atmospheric track that felt almost like a diary set to music. Fans and critics alike began dissecting its lyrics, visuals, and timing, searching for hidden meanings and personal confessions. Many pointed out that the music video's male lead had dyed his hair in a strikingly similar style to rapper One, who, coincidentally, was rumored to have been romantically linked to Lisa at the time. The parallels felt too pointed to be ignored. Others disagreed, dismissing the theory as baseless speculation. For them, Dream wasn't an attack, but rather an ode to a love that had once existed, fragile, bittersweet, and now gone. They argued that Lisa's artistry should be appreciated as universal storytelling, not reduced to a sensationalized autobiography. After all, music often borrows from reality, but transcends it, creating spaces where truth and imagination intertwine. Still, the allure of scandal proved difficult to resist. Some corners of the fandom began to weave new theories, expanding the speculation beyond One. Whispers emerged, linking the emotional resonance of Dream to none other than Jungkook of BTS. Could this song have been written for him? Could Lisa have harbored a secret romance with one of K-pop's most admired idols, one that ended in heartbreak and left its trace in her music? The conjecture was intoxicating, fusing two of the industry's brightest stars in a narrative of secrecy and sorrow. Yet, through all of this, through the anonymous posts, the digital debates, the theories spun from shadows, Lisa herself has remained silent. No confirmation, no denial, no acknowledgement of the swirling rumors. Her silence, deliberate or not, has become a statement in itself. In an industry where words are weaponized and every sentence can be a spark for new controversy, sometimes silence is the loudest sound of all. The narrative unfolding around Lisa is not merely about one relationship or one song. It's about the fragile balance between reality and perception in the entertainment world. Artists, especially those with global reach, live under a microscope where every creative choice is dissected, every personal story magnified, and every silence interpreted. What begins as art can be repurposed as confession, and what begins as gossip can morph into truth through the sheer force of repetition. For Lisa, the story of Dream now exists on two parallel planes. On one level, it is a song, a piece of music that speaks to longing, memory, and the universal ache of lost love. On another, it has become prism through which fans and critics attempt to decode her personal life, projecting their hopes, suspicions, and desires onto her art. Whether intentional or not, Dream has transcended its role as a track and evolved into a cultural whittle, one that fans continue to chase, line by line, scene by scene. And perhaps that is the paradox of stardom in the digital age. The very qualities that make Lisa magnetic, her mystery, her artistry, her ability to channel emotion into performance, are the same qualities that invite speculation. Her narrative is not written solely in press releases or official statements, but in the collective imagination of millions who watch, listen, and interpret. What remains undeniable is Lisa's cultural gravity. Regardless of whether the accusations are true or simply the byproduct of rumor-hungry media, the fact that they sparked such fervent conversation speaks volumes about her impact. Few artists can command this level of attention, where even whispers about their past become global headlines. In the end, the truth about Lisa's dream may never be fully known. Was it a portrait of heartbreak, a coded message to an ex-lover, or simply an artistic expression that fans, desperate for intimacy, transformed into a scandal? The answers rest with Lisa herself, and perhaps she intends for them to remain unanswered. After all, mystery has always been one of the most powerful tools in storytelling. Until she chooses to speak, one thing is certain. Lisa's story, both real and imagined, will continue to captivate, inspire, and provoke. And maybe that, more than anything else, is the mark of a true star.